Metal is one of the most frustrating materials to paint. You paint it gray, you add white highlights, you darken the shadows. Is this metal or is it just plastic? Because that's exactly what I struggle with. Then while playing Neverness to Everness, I stumbled upon these pores, and something immediately caught my attention. It completely changed the way I think about painting metal. I noticed something strange. Sometimes it looked blue, sometimes it looked warm, and sometimes it almost looked black. So why did the color change? Today we're going to discover what actually makes metal look like metal. Hello everyone, I'm Laruna. On this channel, we learn how to observe light, color, and materials like an artist. And today we are going to break metal down into three simple parts. How metal works, how light changes metal, how to paint metal. By the end of this video, you'll stop guessing where to place highlights. Before we paint metal, we need to understand one simple thing. Metal isn't defined by its color. It's defined by how it reflects light. Let's compare these two spheres. They are both blue, but they are made from two completely different materials. On the left, we have plastic, and on the right, we have metal. So what's the difference? Think of plastic like a painted wall. It has its own color. Red stays red, blue stays blue. No matter where you stand, no matter what's around it, the color belongs to the object. That's because plastic scatters light. Light hits the surface, bounces in every direction, and in that bounce, it picks up the pigment. That scattered color is what your eye sees. Now look at metal. Metal doesn't scatter anything. It reflects directly, completely like a mirror, which means metal has no color of its own. When I change the environment, as a result, you can see the difference. Plastic, you mostly see the object's own color. Metal, you mostly see the environment reflected on the surface. Now let's go back to the pores from Neverness to Everness. Earlier, we learned that metal behaves differently from plastic. Instead of showing only its own color, it reflects the world around it. But what does that actually look like? Let's observe. Let's start with a sunny day. At first glance, the pores look silver, but if you observe more carefully, the color isn't actually uniform. The top surfaces appear slightly blue because they are reflecting the sky, while the sides remain more neutral, reflecting the gray road instead. Even though it's the same silver paint, different parts of the car reflect different parts of the environment. Now let us watch what happens when the environment changes. Let's look at the same pores during sunset. At first glance, it almost looks like the car has changed color. The silver body suddenly feels warmer, almost golden. But look closely, the paint itself hasn't changed. What's changing is the light hitting the surface. During sunset, sunlight becomes much warmer. The buildings, the road, even the sky all begin reflecting warm orange and golden tones. But don't stop there. Look at the shadow areas. They're not just gray. They are filled with cool blue and subtle purple tones. Why? Because those darker areas are no longer reflecting the warm sunlight. Instead, they are reflecting the cool ambient light from the sky, along with the color of the surrounding buildings and environment. This contrast between warm highlights and cool shadow is one of the biggest reasons metal feels so realistic. The pores isn't becoming gold, it's reflecting a golden world. Now the city falls into darkness. At first, the silver pores seem much darker. The bright reflections from daytime have almost disappeared. But look carefully, the metal hasn't stopped reflecting. It's simply reflecting a different environment. The cool night sky, the dark asphalt, the street lights all became part of the surface. Notice how the car now feels cooler. And this is where metal becomes really interesting. Look at the glowing building in the distance. Even though it's not touching the car, its colors still appear across the metallic surface. You can see subtle blue and purple reflection dancing across the paint. Now, what happens if the entire environment becomes just one color? Let's find out. Finally, let's change the environment completely. Imagine the world around the pores is painted almost entirely in blue. The walls, the water above, the road, even the light itself. Everything is blue. And look what happens. The silver pores suddenly looks blue. Did the paint change? No, the reflections did. Metal doesn't try to keep its own color. It faithfully reflects the color of its surroundings. The stronger the environment, the stronger the reflection. So, after observing the pores, how do we actually paint metal? Most artists start with the wrong question. They ask, how do I paint a silver car? But now we know that's the wrong way to think. Instead, ask yourself, what is this surface reflecting? Before painting anything, look around the object. Where is the sky? Where is the ground? Where are the buildings? Where is the strongest light source? Those are the colors you are going to paint.